Hey friend, are you asking yourself, is this what I really want to be doing with my life? I don't think so. I think there's something else that I'm meant to be doing. Welcome to the Painting Your Path podcast, where we have real conversations about what it takes to step out, be bold, and do you. I'm your host, Clarissa Castillo-Ramsey. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Painting Your Path podcast. If you're new here, I'm so thrilled that you decided to join us. I'm your host, Clarissa Castillo-Ramsey. I'm an abstract artist, transformational life coach, organizational psychologist, and someone who cares deeply and believes that creativity and self-expression are not luxuries. They're part of being fully alive. And today, I want to talk about something that's been coming up in conversations. What I'm seeing online in the groups I'm in, and what I've heard firsthand from the women who joined my Activate Your Creative Voice masterclass last week. And to put it bluntly, I'm noticing women quietly abandoning themselves. Not dramatically, not all at once, but slowly. And the thing is, they don't want to. And here are some direct quotes from the spaces that I've been in. I want to have a launch plan and start my group coaching program. I had big goals, but a full-time teaching job fell in my lap, and because of my family, I couldn't say no. I'm trying to prioritize my family, my home, and myself. I'd love to just get things off the ground. I want to finish creating my course. I feel like I want to live my life and not feel like life is happening to me. I want to write the book and stop waiting for the perfect time or the perfect place. I retired and want to start my next chapter in life. I just want to take time for myself to rekindle clarity. And maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about, because maybe that's you right now. And maybe there's something you've wanted to do for years. Paint again, speak up more, launch the podcast, share your story. Take yourself seriously. And instead of moving toward it, you've become really good at managing the discomfort of not doing it. And that's the part nobody really talks about. We think the hard part is taking the leap. But sometimes the harder thing is carrying around the weight of your unlived life every single day. The exhaustion, the frustration, feeling like something's missing. And it's not because you're incapable or even unmotivated. It's because some part of you is asking to be expressed. And you
keep negotiating with it instead of listening to it. And look, I understand why. I've done it too. I've done it to myself over and over again. And I see this especially in women. A lot of us were raised to be practical first, responsible first, helpful first. Don't rock the boat. Don't be too much. Don't disappoint people. Be a good girl. So we got very good at functioning. But functioning and living are not the same thing. And I think a lot of women are realizing that right now. You can have the job, responsibilities, make good money, have all these great achievements, the house, the quote-unquote perfect life, and still feel disconnected from yourself. And that's one of the biggest myths I want to bust today. It's that creativity and self-expression are optional. They're not. Tapping into your creative side can help you reconnect with the part of you that's felt a little disconnected. And self-expression is part of health. Because when you suppress yourself long enough, it shows up somewhere. In burnout, resentment, numbness, constant procrastination, body ailments, voice issues, feeling invisible in your own life. And here's another myth, that you need confidence before you begin. And I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. Confidence comes after evidence, after movement, after trying, after doing the awkward first version, after surviving imperfection. And most people are waiting to feel ready before they start. But here's the thing, readiness is not a feeling that magically arrives one morning. Readiness is often a decision. It's a messy one. And I can hear some of you thinking, but Clarissa, I don't even know where to start. I hear this constantly. And honestly, most people know more than they think. What they're actually wanting is certainty, a guaranteed roadmap, a guarantee they won't fail, a guarantee they won't waste time, money, or energy. But life doesn't work like that. Creativity doesn't work like that. Clarity comes from the movement, not before it. And another thing I hear quite often is, well, I don't have time. And I get it. We're being called to do so many things. We're dealing with caretaking, health issues, financial pressures, a roller coaster of emotion, exhaustion, recovery. And I would never minimize that. And I also think people are waiting for a future version of life that doesn't actually exist. The calm season, the empty calendar, the magical moment when fear disappears. And in the meantime, months pass, years pass, decades pass. And that's the part that gets me, because I've talked to too many women who waited decades to give themselves permission. And this is not to shame anyone, because I'm talking about myself too. I've been there. I say this because your life matters now, not a year from now, not 5 years from now, not when you feel finally ready or worthy, not when everybody approves, but now. And that's a big reason why I created the Art of Becoming. Not to help women become perfect, not to turn women into professional artists. You don't even need to be an artist to join this group. But to help you reconnect with yourself again. To stop abandoning the things that matter. To stop sitting on ideas for years. To stop treating their dreams like optional hobbies while giving everyone and everything else their energy. Inside this program, yes, we will create and use art, make art. We'll journal, reflect, and move. But the deeper work is courage. Listening how to trust yourself again. Learning how to show up for yourself again. And learning to move before you have everything figured out. And one of my favorite things is watching people realize, oh, I'm not stuck, I'm just scared. And that's normal. That awareness changes everything. Because fear doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like overthinking, researching forever, waiting, consuming instead of creating, just wanting more and more information without taking action. And perfectionism is disguised as high standards. And I think a lot of women are tired of living like that. I know I was. And like I said, these are things that I still get to work through. New level, new devil. And that's why this program is the art of becoming. Because we don't ever finally arrive. I've had to choose myself again and again through career changes, health challenges, rebuilding after the fire, going through this vocal condition. And if you're listening and feeling that nudge, that quiet knowing there's more in you, I just want to say this. You don't need a perfect plan to begin reconnecting with yourself. Just a willingness, honesty, and you probably need to stop waiting for permission. Here's your permission slip. Because life is happening now, not someday. And thank you so much again for being with me here this week. And if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who's been hiding a little too long. And if you're curious about the art of becoming, doors are open, and you can learn more about it in the show notes. And whether you join me or not. My hope is this episode reminds you of something important. There's still time to become who you're meant to be. Always. And with that, I'm going to sign off. And until next time, keep painting your path.
Thank you so much for staying till the very end. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend. If you haven't had a chance yet, please write a review and rate the show. I would love to hear your feedback. And I also have a free resource guide for anybody who is asking themselves, am I on the right path for myself now? Or is there something else that I really want to do? Maybe you're in that quandary. Maybe you're wondering what's next. So head over to the show notes and you'll see my Painting Your Path framework guide. Download it and have some fun. Just start exploring. And thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you next week.